Girl, I think it's time we talk about Wendy Osefo because the professor, I don't think is professing anymore. Girl, what a mess, and the fans and the viewers are not buying 1 second of that scene where she was like sad and not even crying. It was just like so cringy with Eddie. And I mean, we kind of like need to talk about this. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to the Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all. So make sure to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And if you are part of the old crew and you have not done it yet, please go to the notification bell, turn it off and turn it on again so you do not miss all of this tea, girl. Okay, guys, I also drop a new episode of my podcast Pop Smash by The Real Andy on Saturday, so make sure to go to my other YouTube channel. The link is on the description below, and give it some love. All right, okay guys, so let's talk about this mess. Girl, I have to tell you, when it was announced that Wendy Osefo was gonna go to the reunion, I was like, are you okay? Are you right? Like, what? Like, you just got arrested, okay? For fraud, for like, I don't know how many counts, I think it's like 16 counts, something like that. Like, this is fraud, credit card fraud. Like, she could literally go to jail for a long time with Eddie. Like, both of them, like super weird, and then one of the things I was like, why would you go to the reunion? I get it, you need the coins, but this will be so bad. This could be so bad for you and your case, because you're gonna have to talk about things that could continue incriminating you, and I think maybe, this is the part where she thinks that she's so smart because she's a professor and she has 4 careers, and all of that she thinks that she's gonna be able to not say anything that will be worse for her. But like, at the end of the day, when you are in the heat of the moment, like, anything could happen. So like, why would she put herself through that, right? So that was the first part that I was like, this is so weird, and like, watching the reunion was like very weird. Like, she is like laughing and like doing like being part of like the reunion, and being dramatic, and saying all these kind of things. And I'm like, girl, if I was a judge watching this, I will be like, you have zero remorse. Like, you are so gonna go to jail because of this. Like, I'm gonna make an example out of you, because this is wild. But that's not even what I was thinking, like, it will be the worst part. Because to me, the actual worst part was that scene, like with Wendy and Eddie, and like everyone is talking about it. I don't know what is with these girls, especially in Potomac, because Karen Huger also like zero responsibility on that interview with Andy Cohen, zero accountability. Like, it was like also like very hard to watch, because it's kind of like they are not able to say like, I did something wrong, But at least Karen already went out of jail, so it's a little bit different, But in this case, the what people are saying on social media is basically that it looks very rehearsed, that it looks like very like, oh, I am so sad, oh my god, I cannot believe, like, oh no, this is like, Eddie, will Mary survive, Eddie? Because I am a different person. I am changed. I am never going to be the same. I'm like, what the F I'm watching over here? I was like, girl, first of all, why are you filming this? This is like the cringiest thing in the world. It's making you look like literally you sit down in the car and you were like, okay, so we definitely need to do something about it, So like, we're gonna act, we're gonna try to be sad, like, but you are not an actor. You might have 4 degrees. None of them are in acting, girl, okay? It's just like so bad. I think Eddie took the route of like, if I don't have anything nice to say, I'm just not gonna say anything, because he was like more quiet, he was more like, I don't know how to do this, But the way the over theatricals of like Wendy, it just, look, and this is like what it seems. I'm not saying that it necessarily needs to be fake. Maybe this is just who she is. I actually met Wendy in person. Like, we talked once, I want to say 2 years ago, at the Christmas party, and she has this like also attitude, like she's like, oh, like very, like superior to everyone, and all of that. And she was not mean or anything, but I just mean like that was how she was. So maybe this is who she is. But I was like, after all these years, I don't understand how this housewife don't understand that this is a game of perfection. And if you're gonna go to in front of the camera after you got arrested for fraud, and there are all of these proofs and they are coming against you, you need to be so humble. Like, you need to be like the humblest person in the world. Like, I will be like destroyed, like I don't know how. I mean, I'm just thinking like what I would like to portray over there, so people kind of like at least say like, did she really do it? Now I don't know. But with this, it looks so fake and rehearsed and like bad act that the only thing that you can think is like, oh girl, she going to jail. She going to jail hard, like, and Eddie too. I don't know this because, I mean, this was filmed some time ago, and then now after everything happened, there has been rumors saying that there might be a possibility that Wendy is gonna end up blaming Eddie for everything, so only Eddie go to jail, because someone needs to stay with the kids, because right now there is a very big possibility that both of them go to jail, right? So I don't know if that part of the conversation when she says, Eddie, will our marriage survive this? I don't know if you're gonna be able to handle this because I am a changed person. Like, I change forever. I don't know if that is kind of like giving us that preamble of like, I'm gonna be blaming you. Or maybe they already have the arrangement of saying like, you are the man of the family. We did this together, because at the end of the day, it was not Wendy, only Wendy. It was both of them, so maybe they say like, look, we did this together to provide for this family, to, try to live a lifestyle that we could not afford. But you are the man of the family, so you need to go to jail and take full accountability on everything because we cannot leave the kids alone. So I'm going to start like blaming you. It is a big possibility, and to be very honest with you, I think that will be something that I will be doing as well, right? So I don't know if that part of the conversation was like their pre-angle, into like, this is what the way that we're gonna go next, I don't know. But it seems it was weird. And the fans are noticing everywhere on social media, no one is believing them, and it's quite sad that, first of all, that they did this having small kids, not thinking about the consequences of this. Second of all, that they are still lying, and third of all, that they are such bad actors. So I don't know. Anyways, let me know what you guys think on the comments below. What do you think is gonna happen? Do you believe Dr. Wendy Osefo? What do you think? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of Potomac or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.